Think about the first time you ate a chocolate, the first time you downloaded TikTok or Fortnite. How did it feel when you used it? That was probably the best time of your life. First you went from chocolate, you're like, oh my god, chocolate's the best thing in my life. And then we grew up, we started playing video games. Oh my god, video games are the best thing in my life. Instagram, social media is the best thing. I can voice my opinions. I can talk to people. You loved using the app. Your dopamine spiked to insane levels. But what about now? You go to the app to try and get the same hit of dopamine that you got the first time that you watched those videos, the first time that you played the game, the first time that you ate the chocolate. But that's impossible. You have been using it ever since you discovered it. Every day that you use these, you increase the amount of time you need to get that same hit that you got the first time you used it. This is why when we first started watching Netflix, we're like, oh my god, like that show was insane. That show was so good. You watch one episode, you're good. But now you sit down, you're like, okay, I'm only gonna watch one episode. And usually an episode's about 20 to 30 minutes, right? We don't realize and we sit there for 2 to 3 hours. This is because you are only getting dopamine in that present moment. When you return to reality, everything's boring. What's fun in reality? You don't have the same perfect life those characters in the shows do. How fun is it really? How fun is it watching the TikToks, knowing that you have other work to do? You spend time on it because you need stimulation. You need more than what you first got when you first used the app. You constantly tell yourself, oh, I'm on a diet, this is bad for me, while you're stuffing your face full of chocolate cake. Excellent. You aren't even in the present moment and enjoying eating that cake. How sad is that? Don't lie to me right now. You're mouth breathing while watching this video. You're literally, you're like on the street like, while staring at me just. It's not just you doing this while you're watching me. You're doing this when you're playing video games, you're watching the TikToks, you're scrolling on Instagram, all of that. You're just mouth breathing. Literally, press that power button right now or turn off your display. Look at yourself. Welcome back. Either you realized what you were doing in this state of mind and you saw yourself just... You're not even having fun while indulging in these activities. Now, what if you recorded yourself watching Netflix? What would you see in yourself? Your eyes are literally just open staring at the TV screen or your laptop. Say you've been watching it for an hour. Now, every 20 to 25 minutes, you do a quick snicker. You do that for 3 seconds every 20 minutes. That's 3 Snickers in about an hour. What is that? Where is the real fun in this? Imagine this. A student spends 28 of his next 31 days using TikTok and scrolling on Instagram, playing video games for 8 hours a day. How is he going to feel after looking back on that month? Will he feel achieved and will he feel like he's accomplished something? Now, let's compare this to Chad. Chad works out. Chad works on his business, his YouTube business. He worked out 20 of the 31 days. He planned his business for 25 out of the 31 days. How do you think he'll look back on his achievements? He'll be proud. He'll feel accomplished. That sense of winning is delayed gratification. After building an aesthetic body, you feel that sense of delayed gratification every day. Now, I'm gonna be honest here. I'm not arrogant. My ego's not inflated. Trust me, bro. But every time I work out, I feel so accomplished. Like, I know I haven't reached my dream body yet. I have so much to do. But yet, I look at myself, I'm just like, wow.
No.
You feel the sense of accomplishment because you spent months, even years, working towards that body you got right now. Especially when you didn't feel like it, you went to those gyms. You went and completed a workout. Even if it was just one set, you did it. And you got the results. Your baseline happiness, how you normally felt happy, just went up. Now you feel happy without even doing anything. You feel happy by existing. How powerful is that? And I wish that feeling of achievement and fulfillment on everyone. I want everyone to feel that. They start delayed gratification activities for a few weeks, even months, and they don't see any results. And they say, oh, I'm not seeing results, so I'm not gonna continue. There's no point in continuing. I think that's what they believe, at least. The real problem is they don't find it fun because they indulge in these activities that give you gratification right away. Why would you go and consciously put your muscles under strain and pain and so much stress when you could just sit on your bed and watch a video on your phone. So I walk around at lunch during school and I see these kids just sitting on their phone, horrible slouched posture. They're just staring at their screen. It's like they got it like in this landscape mode and they're just staring at it like watching some kind of stupid video. Some are just scrolling on TikTok. And they're sitting alone. They just got their food in front of them, not even paying attention to the food they're eating, stuffing their mouth full of whatever they got, watching these videos. There's no liveliness in the lunch unless there's fights. And you know what people do in fights? They pull out their phones and start recording. Another form of external stimulus. But what if you could make the delayed gratification, the work, the fun part of your life? You see your life as boring because of these things that you do that you think are fun, but in reality, it's just fun while you're using it. Once you get off and return to reality, everything sucks. This will be achieved through dopamine detoxes. And this isn't going to be one of those dumb, fix your life with a 1-day dopamine detox, reset your mind in 1 day, because that stuff doesn't work. Don't come to me with that. Will a guy who's been eating junk food for 6 days out of 7 be able to reverse the results he got with just 1 day of not eating junk food? Of course not. Similarly, the individual who's been using social media for years on end, will he be able to reverse that with just 1 day of a mental reset? Of course not. It's impossible. Now, there's gonna be those TikTokers that say, oh, but Benny, I use TikTok in moderation. I don't use it. I only use TikTok for 4 hours a day. For only 4 hours a day. Yeah, bro. The point isn't to remove it entirely right off the bat. The point is to fill your days with activities that will not just give you results, that will give you happiness, so that you don't have to use these apps and constantly feel bored while you're using them. Make these boring things the things that actually make you happy. And I'll be honest, this is a task that many are unable to achieve. If you can start from today, you have my respect. It took me almost a year to remove Instagram, every single type of social media, including YouTube, from my daily life. A year. I was constantly trying to remove those apps by deleting them, or just trying not to. I deleted the account. I had an account with 4,000 followers. I deleted it. And yet I came back. When was the last time you set a goal? When was the last time that you tried something that seemed impossible, but you actually got it done and you felt so good after that? I'll give you a goal. I'll give you a goal that should be hard for you. But if it's not, then you gotta prove it. Leave all your socials and Netflix for 2 weeks. Every form of instant gratification. Whether it be junk food, whether it be scrolling, whether it be gaming, anything. Try leaving that for 2 weeks. 14 days precisely, down to the minutes. And write it down on a piece of paper for accountability. Life is fun when you set goals, especially when you reach them. I can assure you that after these 14 days, if you can do it, you'll feel so much happier in almost every aspect of life. Now you might be thinking, oh, but I'm gonna be bored. Like, what am I supposed to be doing when I'm waiting in that hotel lobby? I'm waiting for my dentist appointment. During lunch, I have no friends. In school, go approach the people who are also alone. Approach the people who seem like losers, the ones that are loners, they're sitting alone at a lunch table. Approach them. You might as well make yourself a new friend. Try out new clubs during school, stuff that you're actually interested in. You're at your dentist appointment, talk to your mom. When was the last time you had a deep conversation with your mother? The guys I've told to do this challenge for 14 days, they thought, oh, it would have no effect. Like, what? Like, it's so easy. How's it supposed to change my life? I'm like, okay, if it's easy, do it. So they did it. And after those 14 days, they came to me so happy. I can't even tell you. I can't even express how happy they were. They literally came up to me like, Benny, thank you, bro. Their happiness was radiating. I could feel their smile. Man, that was such a good feeling. Like, there's this one dude, his name's Rohit, and he came up to me, he's like I told him to do it, he's like, yo. And he just smiled so big, it was insane. Let this be the life-changing moment. Let this challenge determine whether or not you will succeed. Do you want to continue with the same boring life that you're living every day? Or do you want to spice it up?